Lorenzo.
back.
How
Lorenzo,
you doing, buddy?
hello. Great to see you. I'll be right back.
Of course.
I'll take the top square
Well,
since
thank you,
Steve's
Nick.
leaving. Nick, thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. Woo. Yes, 100%. Okay, we get it, Steve.
That's
That's
not
me.
me.
That's what I'm wondering.
That's not
Dude,
me.
Jackson keeps doing it every time you do it with that, and I just keep thinking it's you having like a seizure on the button. Jesus.
Yo, Nick, you get to name Jackson, just so you know. Give him a name.
And since he's going to
Alright.
the bathroom, you can name Steve too. Oh my God, Lorenzo, how you doing, man?
I'm awake, having my Italian espresso.
Very nice. It's nice and early
Yeah.
by you now. What, like 10 o'clock?
It's 10 p.m.
10?
a.m.
All right.
10 a.m.,
Very nice.
yeah.
I'm jealous of you.
Yeah,
Ah.
I slept. So it's fine. I mean, I have to adapt my body to the vertical position. I'm still processing.
Dude, it happens. It happens. How are things going on your weekend so far? Have you been up to anything fun recently?
Yeah, yesterday, actually Friday afternoon, Bruno Campbell, who was the guy who made the music for The Eye of the Ocean,
Yeah.
and he also collects. He was here and visiting.
Very
So
cool.
we hanged out a little bit and relaxed, chill out. I signed a lot of decks and a bit of chat. And then he stayed one night to go to the next job the day after.
Dude, that's exciting. Sounds like a solid weekend.
Yeah, I mean, under those times, Corona times, we can't do anything. So it's
Yeah,
like-
you take the fun where you can get it, right?
yeah, exactly.
How have things been going with the Eye of the Ocean?
Yeah, it's just waiting. It's like, I don't know, it's waiting. I hate it. And everything is about to be ready.
Nice.
But, every time it's like, wait, next week. So it's just like an exercise of waiting and be patient. That's it. I mean, everything
That's
is ready.
always
Just
tough.
it's about to be completed. I have the final decks here.
So now
Received-
is the book close to being completed as well, or is the cards for now?
No, I mean, the gilding guy, in the beginning, he said, yeah, 1 month I do everything. And then actually he experienced a little bit of an issue with the process because
Okay.
the gilding foils I picked, of course, they are different from the standard ones that are
Okay.
gold and silver, okay? So he had to reset the machine and the materials, so to speak, to make it work for the kind of mass production. Because if you
Okay.
gild one deck, it's fast. But then when you have to gild 7,000, it's another job. So
It sounds
took,
like a good problem to have, though.
Yeah, it took 4 months to do that. And
Wow.
in the same time, the book, I wanted to make it perfect. So I had to do tweaks and wait for them to be ready as designed.
Okay.
And I have it here, like it's blank, and it's a massive boom.
Oh wow.
Also, this one was problematic in the beginning because it's a complex design. It's a metal.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the embossing had to be in the perfect spot. There's a
I
pen
think that is
here.
awesome.
Oh, it's blank, this one. But, there's
Yeah.
a deck.
That is so cool, though, man.
And then probably this one will be ready at the end of December and shipped as soon as possible. With the print, of course. It's not.
Nice. And so, and you've had some really fun decks under your belt this year. I mean, you just finished up the Oddfellows that you worked with the Portfolio 52, Mr. Alex Chin, who we know and love. And I gotta say, man, you churned out a lot of amazing, colorful, fun decks for that one.
Yeah, it was fun. Actually, it's the fact that every deck is a character. It makes it a little bit more entertaining, I have to say. Like you can build a world around each character, and they live in their own world, but at the same time they are connected because they belong to the same group, the
Nice.
same gang of odd fellows. So the skull, Uncle Tibia, he lives in its own underworld, and but it's like it works together with the monkey. The bronze monkey.
There you go. And dude, I think the cool thing is though too, you had so many collabs came out of this. So you had the Brass Monkey beer, which was really
Yes.
interesting.
Yes, that was actually a fun thing that I decided with in a board meeting. With it's made by me,
Nice.
the cat, and this guy.
Nice.
So we decided that to do this collaboration just because it's fun.
Nice.
And then I have this friend in Milano. He has a pub. He runs his own pub, and sometimes he orders custom beers for like local market. Of course, it's not a mass production. So I decided let's try to put the monkey on the beer and make a fun label, and of course the beer has to be good.
Yeah.
And see how it goes. I mean, why not? So I bought the beer and then I provided the labels.
That's really cool.
Not me, the labels, but I ordered the job. See,
And I think that's cool that it seems cool because it ties in with the idea of the potions and that whole vibe of the Oddfellows deck. That's really like, it was a very cool little extra add-on you did to the whole mix there.
Yeah, exactly, because the packaging always people.
Yeah, I love it.
So you see, you have alcohol volume and the quantity, which is of course fake, but it gives the feeling of something to drink. And I say, oh, I have to be a beer now, or like a spirit maybe in the future.
It's definitely an interesting vibe. Jackson, I also see you paying a lot of attention over there. Does that mean you're done with the deck?
It means I'm not working on it right now.
Okay, just checking, checking.
I'm done with the deck. I'm not done with the matchbox, and I'm just letting it simmer a little bit.
All right. Dude, I gotta say,
hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I really have to pee bad, but I'm doing good.
Dude, go ahead and pee. No one's stopping you.
Take a pee.
Make sure you come back. Just make sure you come.
Yeah. No, I'm doing great, Lorenzo.
Good. I remember I met last time I saw him. It was at the airport in Charlotte, North Carolina. I was wandering in the airport looking for a spot to sit. Then I go upstairs. I find him working on a deck, so waiting for the plane. It's like, how do you do that? I mean, I can't work at the airport like with a laptop like this. That was like crazy. No, not for me.
Jackson is a machine.
Yes.
I mean, again, we're 19 hours in. In less than 16 hours, he completed a
Norris
full deck. He is, Chuck Norris says buy this deck. If we make it to 8 o'clock and no one has changed your name again, we'll switch you back to 9 o'clock's the end. To 8 o'clock and no one switched your name back, we'll switch you back to J Dizzle.
J Dizzle.
Are you holding KWP hostage? Paul, we are not. He is here of his own volition. Jackson blinked twice to let them know you're safe.
Oh, I am safe.
There you go. Are you holding KWP hostage? At this point, we're all hostage to not sleeping.
Yeah.
But we'll get there.
Yeah. What time is that? 4 a.m.?
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. It is 4 a.m. here, 4:15, yeah.
It's 24 hours straight. You want to do that?
Yeah. This will be the second year we've done it. We have another 4 hours and 45 minutes.
Home stretch.
Yeah. Gosh. So, yes.
And I never, ever stay up past 11:30.
I saw a big mug of coffee there, or it's
Red
Bull.
I've already had like 2 of these guys.
I have not.
Got this one.
I've
got
had sugar and candy and water.
this one. I've got that one. Yeah, I think that sugar we had earlier, that's what did it for me.
Dude, that knocked me out. Dude,
It
you
hit me.
honestly, your coloring dropped off. You got pale as shit after that.
Dude. Oh man, I
So-
was just like, ugh.
Yeah, it was a lot. That was like not what we needed that late after not really eating great all day.
Mm.
But it's been a fun experience for sure, and it's only going to get more fun as the night goes on. But so, Lorenzo, now that you have the Oddfellows done for the most part with the funding side of things, and you're pretty much done there, it's on the production side now. With Eye of the Ocean kind of wrapping up, what's next on the agenda for you?
Okay, the next, there's a small project. It's the frog.
Yes.
Yeah, I like this
This
one.
one is
I love
very
this one too.
simple, but at the same time, it is another little fun project because the frog dressed up in all the fashion way. I mean, makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's another character. I have a lot of animal characters. I have to say, maybe I have to swap. I have to change style.
Dude, it works out. I think it works out nicely. It seems to fit well with your deck because, again, I think the one thing I've seen with as an evolution of your decks, especially recently, is you started off with the whole Keymaster series with all that. You built you started to build a narrative there, a story behind it. But then with Eye of the Ocean and the Oddfellows, you really took it to the next level. I mean, yours is the first deck that really has an associated book with it. And now we're actually seeing other designers who are starting to take that same idea and be like, oh, let me build a accompanying narrative, whether it be a graphic novel or a book that would go great with this. And going on to the next thing, you have this animal who's a character. It's not like you're just doing let me draw a frog deck. You're like, you have this whole story and this world built around it, which is coming to life in this artwork, and it's awesome to see.
A big family of animals, humanized animals. Also for Parlure, we had Shakespeare the cat and the fox.
Yeah.
You remember those? And then I
Yeah.
think they are everywhere. And the raven also. I mean, it's fun. But next year, I have to talk with the writers because the book now is just volume 1.
Okay.
It's not over.
Okay.
There
That's
will
exciting.
be volume 2. And basically, the volume 1 is the journey from to find this Eye of the Ocean. Okay.
Yeah.
From the
1
beginning.
second. Thank you, John. We appreciate the support.
Hey, John.
John says, Eye of the Ocean will be my first Lorenzo deck series. And
Thanks.
honestly, you picked a great one to start in with. Honestly, you couldn't pick a bad one, but it's a great one to get involved with, especially with that accompanying book. It's going to be fun.
Thank you, John. Welcome to the Eye of the Ocean. And so the volume 2 is going to be written in next year.
Okay.
And
What
I
I
don't know
missed?
how much time. What?
We're talking about Eye of the Ocean in the book.
Oh, cool.
So volume 2 has to be written. So in January we start with the second part. There is no third one, I believe, just 2 parts. And then I talked to a friend of mine who's into board games, and maybe we do Eye of the Ocean board game.
That would be really
that
cool.
I'm supposed to use the deck to play with.
Okay, cool.
So
That's
So
dope.
as maybe there are dice. I don't know, but the one requisite is to use the deck
Nice.
to be able to play with that.
And so now, for the next volumes of the books, will you actually be? Is it going to be 2 parts or 3 parts?
2.
2.
They-
And are you
yeah,
going to do it? Are you going to do a deck with the next volume of the book as well?
Yeah, I think I will change almost everything. I'm
Nice.
not going to do a recolor or
Okay.
box change. I think I will do a new set. Maybe the
Alright.
pips look the same, the number cards, but it will be different. I have to work on that.
We supposedly missed Alex's name for Jackson.
Let me
Oh,
see.
Vegemite lover. Vegemite lover.
Vegemite lover.
Yeah, it's up
Oh,
top.
there it is,
Dude,
Alex.
this thing-
So sorry about that,
Sorry
buddy.
about
First
that,
off,
buddy.
Steve's usually on the duty here, so thank you so much, Alex. We appreciate the support, and let me get that switched out here.
He's on the duty. I was on the duty. That's why I didn't.
Yes,
press the button.
that's why I'm saying
Relax.
Steve's usually on the
Relax.
duty, so I wasn't on the How do you spell
No, I was
Vegemite?
literally on the duty.
I know, Steve. I know. We get it. You don't
Where
need
were
to
you at?
explain.
Were you on the duty?
I was on the duty.
And then he texts me from the duty.
Like you
Ew.
did before.
Oh, probably. I don't remember. But that being said, all right. So Lorenzo, new deck for the Volume 2. It sounds like there's actually a lot in the works for Eye of the Ocean. With that in mind, the idea of potentially a board game and all this stuff with it, where does the Frog deck tie into that? Is that going to be a standalone, or will that be its own new series coming along, or how is that going to play out?
I want to do a deck that doesn't cost too much.
Okay.
And it's so standard in the look and in the readability that you can play without, having trouble understanding what is what. So this is it's very standard, as you can see.
Yeah. Is it gilded though?
This one, yes, is for Patreons.
Okay. Oh, nice.
It's limited, but I ordered a standard one without gilding for the shop, and I don't want to go over like maybe $12 for the,
Oh, nice.
the deck or
Very
less.
nice.
Just because I want people to use the cards, not just keep them under a display. I mean, maybe you buy two for the price of one.
Or
and
three,
you want
or
to
four.
use it. 4 or 5 or 6.
Dude, that's fun though. That's definitely a fun looking simple deck, and I think people are going to enjoy that though, because it is very much a difference from your normal kind of style. But I think even last year you had an interesting kind of I don't want to say standard, but more simple design for the Patreon, which was the this guy here. This is how terrible of a Patreon I am. I haven't had a chance to get these hung up yet, so they're still in the bubble wrap. But that being said, last year you had this one, which was very much like a regional deck that was also kind of like standard and fun.
Yeah, that's a local regional.
Yeah.
Deck, yeah.
So I like the fact that you kind of created this idea of like an interesting new deck for the Patreons that'll eventually become something that's more of a standard deck for everyone to pick up.
Yeah, I mean, and the idea of Patreon is like they get the privilege of getting items that they cannot find outside Patreon. That's the point.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point of being a Patreon?
100% agreed.
And so, but the design can be. They have a special one, maybe with a signature or the gilding, in a limited edition, and then there is a version that is less fancy, and it goes for sale and is not limited.
Yeah.
There's a lot of discussion about limited decks. They look the same, but they're just a little bit different. I mean, I know, but collectors, they want something special, and I try to give it to them. As example, this is also a Patreon special,
which I'm super excited for that one as well. Honestly, I'm the worst Patreon. I read all of the updates, but I don't remember anything. So when I get the package at the end of the year, when I get the package, it's such a great surprise because I'm like, oh man, I didn't know I was getting any of this. And then I look back at the posts and I'm like, oh, but he told me all of it 2 months ago.
Actually, this one was printed already before the campaign of the
nice.
Fellows. Because it took so much time to start with the campaign that I had time to produce the limited edition of that one.
Yeah.
And then I have another, I think I have another Odd Fellow coming with new court cards. I keep on pushing on the series. I'm drawing, I don't know what to do yet, but I'm in the process.
Nice.
So this is the plan for 2000 and something else. There is, I mean, I always plan a lot and then maybe I do what I can, but something special also is coming.
Sweet.
Nice.
That's nice to hear.
I gotta say, for anyone
Secret.
who is on the fence about joining a Patreon or anything, definitely check out Lorenzo's Patreon. I've
Yeah, in January,
every
because
second of it.
now I limited. I'm closing for 2 weeks, 10 days,
Yeah.
because it's Christmas. I have to arrange the fulfillment, and I just basically blocked. I mean, I closed for
Nice.
for a while, but in January I reopen everything, and I make also medium size tiers. Just one.
Very
Like,
nice, man.
I will do pips, jacks, queens, and kings. So it makes more sense because now it's a little messy. And yes, and maybe I do also a special one limited to 10. I don't know. It depends. But yeah, come back in January because I will do new
There you go.
restructuring.
Tac2 says, waiting patiently for the tiers to open. Wild and
Yeah.
Crazy Guy says, 100% upgrading my pips tier. So,
Thank you.
dude, I have to say, this is my second year in the Patreon. I've loved it completely. So I'm excited to see everything that comes out of it. And honestly, I think you do a great job really highlighting the behind the scenes aspects and getting the community involved, your Patreon community involved in everything you're working on, which is so cool.
Yeah, I think it's the best part is that this communication. I mean, I listen. Sometimes I take how do you call it, an idea or a suggestion, and I develop it because it's good. I mean, if it's good, it's good. It's not that I need. It has to be my own origin.
Right.
The idea. If it comes from a Patreon or a backer and it's a good one, I implement it. So the communication, I read all the comments all the time, and I reply to almost everybody,
Yeah.
unless there is a stupid question. Just kidding. Just kidding. But
No, you're not.
and then it keeps on connection with them. I mean, they know that I reply to everybody. There is no unread message in my email box or an unanswered one. And because
Which is awesome, though.
I mean, you've always been great at that. Since day one I came into the community, you've always been really great at responding to all messages. That's awesome. Not everybody
that's
does
important. Yeah, I mean, it's hard because sometimes I wake up with time zone. Everybody writes at night from the US when it's night
Yep.
here. Now I wake up, like, sometimes I forget because I read before the coffee, and then reading emails before the morning coffee is basically they fade away.
It's a waste of time.
I said, I forgot to reply because I wasn't active.
Yeah, that's why I don't open up a message until I'm ready to reply to it.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
I know. I
otherwise-
learned that. Yeah.
Otherwise, I will forget big time.
So, of all the projects you worked on this year, I'm not asking you to pick favorites, but what was probably
I am. No, I'm just kidding.
no, what was the most exciting for you? I don't want to say what was like your favorite to work on, but what was like the most exciting part? And maybe not even what project, what part of all of the projects you worked on was the most exciting? Was it the development of the book? Was it, some new techniques you designed, or what was really something you really enjoyed?
I have to say the puzzle was it was the most complicated and also exciting, because you need to have it's a multi-platform. Okay, you need different things that are on the different I would say planes, levels, and you need this combination of things. You have to go. Yeah, I mean, I can't say anything now, but this thing here.
I'm so excited to get this book. I'm
It's-
not even gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
So
It is
excited.
for the puzzle and also has decorative function, but mostly it's designed for the puzzle. So it's not just one item. It's the book, that thing, and the decks. You need this group of items to solve it, and that was like, well, it was fun because I don't know how difficult it is. I don't think it's that difficult. Bruno tested it yesterday. He couldn't even start, but he said he's not he's not good, but he will try. Depends by your mindset with puzzle. If you're trained, you might solve it probably in half an hour, and
Wow.
somebody else who's not say, I give up because I have no idea. But everything is written, and it's like there are hints, there are things you have to touch them.
Yeah. I'm excited to get them. That's for sure.
Well, let's see how it
I
goes.
went in big. I went in big on that campaign.
Thank you.
There's always one you have to go big on every year, and this was definitely the one.
Thanks. No, actually, I worked a lot on that one. I mean, there is a lot. It's so complex. Especially the book with the cutout to hold, put the deck. That was, I mean, before I found somebody who could do that, it took me like time because somebody said, no, we can't do that. Impossible, not impossible, but it costs too much. I mean, okay, let me know. No, we don't do that. Okay, we just don't do that. I find somebody else.
Yeah.
That's got to be a tough part of the process too, because like you want it to work out the way you envision it. And sometimes the way you envision it, you have to reach out to so many people to try and get things to actually come to life. It's tough.
Yeah. The cutout in the book, you know it, you saw it before. It's a known hidden spot.
Yep.
But when if you want to do it properly in the old-fashioned way, you need to glue all the pages. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have to cut it one by one. And there is a specific technique, not in this case for the book. So it wasn't possible to make a mass production in that way because it would cost like a lot of money and it will take a lot of time, and it's not worth it. That's for the hidden compartment for the book is something that you do at home for fun, and you do one, not 1,000. So I had to find a producer who could basically punch the hole from the book, actually, probably as we do playing cards, as they punch the cards and make the round corners.
Yeah.
It's probably the same process. I don't know.
Probably. The amount of torque that needs, pressure of
because here pages are not glued together. Sorry, it's so the first part as blank is the book, and then you have your place for the.
I think the cool thing about that though is, like you said, traditionally, all the pages are glued together, but with yours, without opening it, you could like riffle the front of the book and be like, no, look, it's just a regular book. You have that little bit more deceptive aspect to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the pages aren't glued together.
Yeah.
Well, you can see that there is something in this. That's a cool effect, actually.
Yeah, no, that really is cool. Dude, look at Lance sitting over here saying, "Damn, that's a cool book."
It's thick. It's huge. I mean, look,
it is thick. It's a lot thicker than I was expecting, to be honest.
This is a deck.
Yeah, that's like damn.
So basically, like 2.5 decks, probably.
That's cool.
3
decks.
Like 3 decks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All together.
Nice.
Dude, while I'm at it here, I just realized it is also giveaway time, so I'm gonna get this next raffle started up here.
Yeah.
We just did that one, so this one. Steve, you want to announce it off?
We have 2 Patrick Coleman.
You just cut out.
Just,
Mick Coleman.
did I?
Yeah,
I cut out.
Yeah, go ahead again now.
Let's try that one more time. Okay. So it is 2 opened mystery decks from Patrick Coleman. He is giving away 6 overall decks that are just dope. You will get 2 of them.
Dope.
Yes, dope. And 6 decks from Wounded Corner.
Dope.
Yes.
I'm
So make sure to
Steve.
hit your exclamation mark raffle. If you don't know Wounded Corner, welcome to
have
the
a problem.
channel. Head on over to woundedcorner.com.
Check it out. Your one-stop shop for playing cards that aren't Jackson Wild, because you can just go to Jackson Wild. King's Wild Project.
It's funny how words fail.
Yeah, isn't it? Especially
It's
like
funny how
20
brain fails.
21 hours in.
Yes. I mean, we're not even 21 hours in. You wish, Steve. We're 19 and a half hours in.
Oh, dude, it's literally only 1:30 here. This is like breakfast time for me. Come on. I just ate chicken and couscous.
Chicken and waffles.
And I'm still drinking yerba mate. I got plenty of hours left. Let's do 20 more. Let's
No
bring
way.
it.
I'll leave Steve on here.
Let's do 20 more. I'm ready to go.
Oh, my God. God. Okay, Steve, we get it. You're sucking a baby thing. I don't know what they're called. Pacifier. There you go. Oh, my God.
Dude, I got it. I got it.
Oh,
I'm
my
up for
God.
as long as I need to be.
Lorenzo, I got to say, man, I'm excited for 2022 for you. I think there's a lot. I'm actually really excited for 2022 in general. I think there's a lot of great designers out there who have come up with some phenomenal work that they're going to be doing next year, but you 100% rank in the top of those because you're going to be
Thanks.
doing some fun stuff, man. And
Yeah, I think the fun is the important factor that makes
yes,
the project develop in a good way. I don't know how to explain that, but it's a factor that has to be fun. Otherwise, I don't do that. Simple as
dude,
that.
no, that makes a lot of sense though. You obviously want things to be fun because otherwise, why are you doing them? You know?
No, exactly. I mean, the beer project, that was fun. The label.
And did that kind of just like, was that something that you thought from the jump or like from the beginning, or did that really just kind of like you were sitting there one day and you're like, hey, this would be a really cool idea because you were talking to your friend?
No, I mean, I didn't understand the question. What do you mean?
So like, I know with your design itself, you had the alcohol aspects to that, but did
Yeah.
you know when you first started designing the deck, you wanted to do the beer collab?
No,
Or-
no. It came out.
So that was just something that came out of like discussion while you were kind of doing the project.
Yeah. It was beginning of November, actually. Very late, actually. And so I said, let's give it a try and transform and use the brass monkey as beer character. It will. I thought it would work, and I don't know if it will work, but who cares if it doesn't? I think it's fun anyway. So that's all. I will be happy with my own beer at home,
Yeah.
and with the brass monkey on the label. That's
I
my.
mean, that's fun. That's fun, dude. I mean, did you think that this year you would have been the reason for a new book to be made, for a new beer to be labeled? I mean,
No,
the decks, of
no,
course,
the
but-
book.
Oh
the
my
book-
god, dude, that beer label, that private
Okay.
label is fucking epic. Dude, I worked in at a winery for 3 years. I was the in-house photographer, and one of my good friends does private labels. And dude, that label was dope.
I worked-
It's perfect for
Yeah, I
wine.
mean, it's so like crazy monkey. I mean, it works for a beer. I don't
Oh
know.
my god,
I mean, it
works.
just
Yeah,
works.
100%.
It really did.
It would
It's
be
so
hard
good.
cider. It could be a beer. It's dope.
It could be a lot of different things.
Maybe the Uncle Tibia can be a spirit. One of those very strong.
Dude, so the witch doctor one too, or the plague doctor one
A crow.
could be like like absinthe or something.
Oh, it can be. Or anything. I mean, has to be adapted. So something that is green.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only other green I can think of is like Midori, but like, yeah, you don't want it to be like melon flavored. I mean, hey, maybe that'll actually be good, but
I don't know that one, but I'm not really a big expert in spirits. But
No, dude. You know what color it could be? It could be margarita. Margarita mix color.
oh jeez.
margarita
Seriously,
mix.
there's a brand that I worked for that I shot for. They're called I'll find it. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll find it.
Yeah, I'm sure you could find some green things that would be interesting. And honestly, like just the idea of having the labels on something like that would be so fun. Because I think again, you saw it with the beer. Like I think there's actually, and let me take that back. Because even if you never did another alcohol label, I think the idea that you did the beer is cool. But I think the underlying aspect of that is that you're always open to opportunities that stumble across your way, and you're willing to take the risk and say yes because it seems like a cool idea. That's
Yeah,
what I think is probably one of the best takeaways from all this, because I think a lot of people don't realize that they're inadvertently closed off to opportunity because they're stuck in a mindset where they're like, oh, well, that could never happen, or I could never make that work. And that may be true. That very well may be true. You could have gotten in on this beer thing and it could have turned out terribly, but it was worth the risk because it was an enjoyable process for you.
it is indeed. And actually, if I don't take the risk, I don't even test. This. I know there is a way to say that. Like risk takers get something.
Yeah.
I don't know. There is a way to say that.
No
I don't
risk, no
remember.
reward.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And then why not? It's fun, and I think that the character works for a label of the beer or the beer. I think it worked very well. So I think let's give it a try. If I
found
don't
it.
try, I don't see any feedback, so it can't be in my mind. And I don't have any marketing department with their paranoids. I don't have the board meeting. I don't have the shareholders. It's me, the cat, and Soundwave deciding. So, I think it makes the thing quicker. I don't have the what's called the roadmap. In a company, you need a roadmap. Now, by January, this has to be done. Then we have this one for 2 years in advance.
Yeah.
They change it over time, but I mean, and I work a little bit. I can do that because I'm alone. So I make decisions on the fly, like immediate decisions without thinking too much.
Yeah.
And
See,
Steve,
looking at
what'd you
bottles,
find?
La Katrina. This is the brand that I shot for. I actually did all these bottle shots for them. But if you
sure.
see, this is like a good color that you can use for the green one.
Yeah.
It's
Open up
basically
the
margarita wine cocktail.
yes, Steve, make it bigger because your screen is very large and it looks small.
Sorry.
No worries.
No,
Steve
click
has a
on
very
the- on
large
the
monitor.
product.
Is that better?
Click on the product so they have a quick view.
Yeah, like click on one of the margarine mixes.
$174.
This is for a case, bro.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do something that color,
Yeah, and this is like these are actually very popular now too. These like wine cocktail mixes and stuff.
12 bottles. Okay.
Yeah, that
that's
makes a
right,
lot
guys.
more sense. It's expensive margarita.
Wow.
Yeah, right. But they also have cans as well, which is obviously something like you're doing.
That's really cool.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. So it's a
Yeah.
brand. Yeah,
I'll
so
I have that one is printed on aluminum directly. I
Yep.
have a label, a sticker label.
Yep.
But maybe I can. I find. Give me a second. Oddfellows beer. Maybe I can share the screen. Can I?
Yep.
Share. Screen share. Chrome I lost permission. What did I lost permission?
Oh, you have to change it in Chrome.
Wait a second.
Stiff up
What
with
is it?
it.
Privacy. Give me a second. Privacy set. Security and privacy. Here.
Jackson's feeling it now.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Feeling it.
Jackson, what is that? A huge Cintiq? Cintiq? You
Yes.
have how big is that? It looks like a
32 inches.
wow. That's big.
He's not messing around. Jackson doesn't fool around.
No, I mean I was looking at that option, but I don't think I have space. Oh my.
I have big hands.
Yeah, no, I have a big desk.
You know what that
It's
means?
actually, I mean, you do need to have a lot of space, but the cool thing is I got the little articulating arm on the back of it, so it doesn't take up desk space,
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
and I can put it in my lap or whatever.
that is cool.
So
Chrome,
Jackson's a problem solver.
Yeah.
Photoshop.
feeling
Problem.
it,
Alright.
Tyler.
You feeling it?
I'm feeling it. Like,
Feeling it.
like
Well, it probably doesn't help that it's pitch dark in there. You know, you're probably like half asleep. Turn on some lights, bro.
it's not as dark as you'd think it would be.
Yeah, it's just the angle we're looking at.
Maybe I need to stand up and grab my sword.
It's a
Oh
little
my God.
dark. Yeah, show us the sword, bro.
So
Which
this is
which one
gonna
do
end
which sword do you want to
danger.
see?
The
Dude.
dullest one. The dullest one.
We don't want you to trip. We don't want you to trip and fall on it.
I'll show you the sharpest one.
Oh my
Show us the Excalibur.
It's my favorite.
I knew there was no way to get the sharpest one not to come off the wall.
Show us the Excalibur.
One second, I'm trying to figure it out. This thing it's
Okay.
almost done.
No
Almost
works.
done.
No worries. Jackson is getting his sword.
Excalibur. This is when accidents happen, dude. Sword playing card company. This is for you, bro. Or
This is when
whatever.
accidents happen.
See, now that's the light. That's what should be on you. Keep Jackson awake. Don't hurt yourself, Jackson.
Just don't shop anything.
Oh my God, Mudarino, you are totally. I should do that. This is a great idea.
It will not be all blue wheels from the Art of Play unboxing.
That's a great idea.
Oh my God, that's so terrible, dude. Look at
You
that.
might love. Look at that.
No, I can't. I don't know. I can't share the screen. I tried.
Jackson's gonna cut a nipple
What's
off.
going?
That thing's huge.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
It is
hand and a
too-
halfer.
He's tall. Jesus, how tall is he? He literally just put that on the ceiling. Like, how tall is he?
Now he's got a tomahawk.
He needs to go take some lessons. That's for sure.
It's a peace pipe tomahawk too.
Looks like it belongs in the shed.
He's just having fun over there. I love it.
Yeah.
It's like
I like his little studio, like his two chairs. You know. What else is he
Oh,
going
look at
to
that
get?
printer. He's a plotter.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Jackson,
have 20
Jackson.
square meters only.
Jackson, would you like me to go get my sword?
Do you have a sword?
I do have a sword.
What kind of sword do you have?
I have like a scimitar.
Oh, you got a scimitar.
Yeah, I'll go grab it. Hold on.
Yeah, swing it around. Let me see it.
I mean, I have a
Good.
very small space. I can't swing it around here.
Jackson, how fucking tall are you?
6 foot.
Dude,
Okay.
you literally just touched the ceiling putting that sword back up. You look
What?
like you're 7'9".
I'm not 7'9". That's for sure.
You must have some small doors there, dude.
No, it's a normal size door.
It just looks like you must have like a huge ape index.
Ape index. What the
Yeah,
heck is that?
that's like your reach basically.
Oh,
You must have like a big ape index.
I think it's like 6 feet. Isn't that in your ape index the same as your height?
Well, I mean, yeah, but a lot of people have plus whatever or minus whatever. So depending on your reach, that's what your ape index would be. Normally, you want to, a lot of people have their height, but like me, I'm a plus 1.5, so I'm like a 5'8" reach.
That's cool.
Yeah, but I mean, you just look like you have a big reach.
I got to keep the sharp one up high so the kids can't get it. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nice
Dude,
one. I
be
like
careful.
that.
Oh, putting his headphones on with it. That's cool. Dude, you need to polish that shit.
Dude, this just survived a flood, so it's a little beat up. So
Polish that quick.
once the basement gets done up, I'm gonna clean it all up and oil it up and everything.
Yeah,
But-
little urine will fix it.
That's how they do it.
Your
Urine
urine
and blood.
oxidizes the rust.
Yeah, you can also put Coca-Cola on it.
Yeah, that'll take it right off.
Maybe Pig Cake can send you a 2-liter.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Dude, that
Oh
dude
my
is
God!
funny. He is hilarious. Dude, should we?
I said
let's
I
do
had
the
a
giveaway.
scimitar.
Let's give it away.
We have 4 more minutes, Steve.
Dude, we don't have to do it at the last second. That
I'd
way
like
we
to
can
do it at the last
transition
second.
a little better.
Okay. I'm gonna go put my sword away. I'll be back. I'll do it when we get back.
Do you sleep with that under your pillow?
No, it stays in the basement. I don't.
Covers.
Kidding. I'm just kidding.
I used to sleep with it on the wall, but like when I was like 14.
Nice.
But this Anduril, the one from Lord of the Rings, that's probably my favorite. Just like
Yeah.
the designed one. The way it's designed is pretty
Cool.
sweet.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you have
Yeah,
any
that-
swords,
that-
Lorenzo?
No, no.
He's gonna look back
at
at
the
the
water.
water. Wait, maybe I had one on the wall.
No, I have a cutter. And this.
Sword Playing Card Company has a katana. Is it an actual real katana? I'd like a real katana, like super sharp katana.
A Hinzo, what is it? A Hinzo Gatori from
Yeah, they're just so beautiful.
Kill Bill.
They're just really classy looking.
Hattori
And you look
Hanzo.
at them, you like
Tori
that-
Hanzo.
that-
Hanzo.
that will slice me up in 2 seconds. Like the swords you have on your wall, obviously they'll F you up, but they look like you can bludgeon someone with them because they're just so big and heavy.
Yeah.
But with a katana, you could just flick of a wrist, just chop someone's head off, cut them in completely half.
But if I remember correctly, the sword is supposed to break bones rather than chop.
Well,
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean it depends. It depends on.
yeah,
what
I
you're
mean,
using
of
it
course,
for,
but
right?
you had armor, so the point is that you can't chop.
Yeah,
I
in
mean,
the
ninja-
scenario of an armor, it was supposed to break the bones, and that's why it was like double hand.
Yeah, no, for
sword.
sure. The ones that Jackson have, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
No.
I'm talking like
Katanas
katanas
were
though.
like
Katanas,
cuts and chop.
they don't want you to break bones. They want to cut off your head,
Yeah,
chop off your arms and your legs.
Crazy thing is that they're dangerous. Even I mean, I can't imagine being on a battlefield with all those pointy things and not coming unscathed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
run.
Uh,
On the other
All
way.
right, wrapping up the raffle here. We're gonna close this one up here.
wild and crazy guy.
He's the wild and crazy guys.
And picking a winner, we are good to go.
I pick a winner all the time.
Jesus, Steve.
Nice.
Congratulations to Lance 7 Allen. You're the proud winner of 2 open mystery decks and a half brick of cards from Wounded Corner. That will not all be DKNG wheels.
I've been here all day. Been here all day having one stinking raffle.
You've only entered 1 raffle.
I've
Lance
entered
7 Allen.
4 or 5.
Make sure to send us an email,
F.
show@deckinaround.com. Send your information over, and we will
F.
make sure you get those decks soon as possible.
F.
Jackson, you already won the biggest prize of all, and that is 24 hours uninterrupted Steven
With
Tyler
us.
time.
With us.
Oh my God, we love it, buddy.
Jackson, we love you.
So what are we gonna do for the rest of the time we got?
Bro,
We have more
Bo
guests coming on, dude.
We're gonna
You
have
know
to
who
make
we
it
have coming
fun.
on? We have Bo, and he's in
Yeah,
his
we have Bo
bathtub.
Kremer coming on next.
He's in his bathtub, We're ready to
I
go.
don't think he's in his bathtub, but that's
no, he's not,
okay.
but it sounded cool.
We're always concerned about Bo in the bathtub and electrocution. So once we figure that out, we'll get it all worked out.
Is this the
Can-
same
can
Bo
we
that
please-
bought you the hot sauce or the burgers?
It was. It was.
Yeah, he's the one who bought that and ruined Tyler's night.
Cracked his toilet bowl.
It didn't ruin my night, but it surely spiced it up a bit.
Yeah, the problem is every time he went to the bathroom, he had to take a shower because he just like the
Jesus,
up
Steve,
splash made a mess.
Steve, stop.
Dude, so
Stop.
let's all say thanks to
Steve.
Halam Casey, who is in the chat right now. Halam, thank you so much for being so generous. We
Halam.
appreciate you.
Thank you, Halam.
Amazing.
There
Yes.
you go. Halam says, Jackson, you win my raffle. So thank you very much. I genuinely thought before that was you, Steve, having like a button seizure. And every single time I'm like, damn it, Steve, it's not that hard. You just press it once.
You like how he wants to yell at me, but he's like, okay, if Jackson's doing it, it's okay.
Oh, no, I'm telling you why there was a moment of confusion. I would still yell at Jackson, but it's Jackson. So,
I know how it is. Blame it on the Jew. You know, Hitler did that. Look what happened to him.
oh my
Wah.
God, Steve. Where's the mute button? Jesus. Steve, calm it down. It's not that late yet.
Oh,
Lorenzo, I
Come
just
on
want to
now.
say thank you so much for coming on. We
Oh,
really
thank
do
you for
appreciate
staying,
having
for
you
being
pop on
alive
and talk to us.
after-
Dude,
we love you, Lorenzo. You're
we do.
you're
And
mad.
honestly, we're pumped by all the great things you're doing this year and what's going to be in store for us all next year
Next
because
year.
it's going to be exciting, man.
Yep.
I'm really
finally,
excited.
Delivery soon. I mean, soon.
Nice.
Hopefully.
And
Look
As soon
and
as
I will
possible.
reiterate for anyone out there who's unsure about a Patreon or wants to get involved on a Patreon to support a creator. When
Yep.
Lorenzo's open, head over and check him out. Honestly, this will be my 3rd year going into it as a Patreon, and I am super, super excited. I mean, you can see I have the Quartermaster prototype and the oak frame back there, which I still love. It's the only thing that actually hangs on my wall in this room. So for anyone who's interested in Patreon, definitely head over, check out Lorenzo's stuff there. Also check out Stockholm17 and pick up some decks. If you haven't gotten
Yeah.
a deck from Lorenzo yet, you can't go wrong.
Do it.
Yeah, I don't know what your problem is.
Yeah.
Do it.
If you don't like Lorenzo, you're stupid.
Jeez.
You're stupid.
Oh my God. Well, thank you.
Thank you
so much,
for
Lorenzo.
this. Thank you for today, and good luck with the final hours.
We are
Thank
gonna
you.
need them. We are gonna need them, but we appreciate you
You're
so
gonna-
much, and we will chat with you soon. All right.
See you,
sure.
Lorenzo.
Bye, Jackson. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Enjoy
Bye,
your
buddy.
morning.
Talk to you
Thank you for stopping in.
All right. Thank you too. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I don't know how many, but
Thank you.
bye, bye.
See ya.
Have a great one, man.
You too. Bye.
Bye.